I'm going to go over how to use a couple different tools in Virtual Chemlab. The first one is going to be the nose tool for the smell. So we're going to take a test tube and put it in the test tube rack, then fill it with ammonia. So we come here to the NH3 bottle and it's full of ammonia. Then we can come to the nose over here and we click on it, and the nose turns blue. So if we come up here to the odor key, we'll notice that that means there's ammonia in it. Then we can get rid of that. The second thing is how to use pH test. So I'm going to take 3 test tubes and fill them with pH 7. There's pH, well, that's pH 4. Then pH 7. And then pH 10. So we'll start here with pH 10. If we come over here, we can test the pH of the solution using these ones, and we click on it, and it shows up green here at the top. So we come over here to green, and that says pH 10. We can also test the pH of the vapor. So if we come to this one, click on that, it tests the vapor above the test tube, and that shows up at around pH 7. So then if we came to our next test tube, this one's should be pH 7, and if we come and test it, we'll see that it is indeed pH 7, and the vapor is about the same. Then this last test tube should be pH 4, so it should show up slightly more orange than the pH 7. We come to the solution, it does in fact show up a little bit more orange, and the vapor again shows up as being neutral. We'll get rid of those test tubes, and the last thing we'll look at using is the flame test tool. So we're going to take a test tube and fill that with potassium, and then we'll create another test tube and fill that one with magnesium, and a third test tube with lead. And then if we want to do a flame test, we will come down here to the Bunsen burner, and if we click on this one, then in this corner it will test for lead, and as it's burning you can see the pink here at the top, and that shows that there is lead. You can also put this screen in front of it, and that will block out all yellow flames coming from sodium, and we still see this purple flame here at the top. Then if we want to test magnesium, we bring that up to the test tube rack, and we can click on the Bunsen burner again, and that's burning red. And again, we can use the cobalt screen to block out any yellow from the sodium. Then our last test tube is going to be potassium. So if we come and look at that under the Bunsen burner, that will show up as red, and behind the cobalt screen it still shows up red. Just for reference, I'm also going to show you what sodium looks like. So if we take another test tube and we fill that with sodium, which is right here, then we would use the flame test here, and if you'll notice this shows up bright yellow, that's the sodium flame. But if we put the cobalt screen in front of it, we don't see anything at all because the cobalt screen will block that yellow flame. So those are 3 tools you can use in Virtual Chemlab as you're testing for different cations in your solutions.